Yeah! Turn this way!
Addie, I love your hair right now! Go Jesse!
Parents, families, school board members, faculty, friends, students, and graduates. Good evening and welcome to the Comstock High School graduation ceremony for the class of 2017. This is a time to recognize and celebrate the students seated before you. On behalf of the graduates, I would like to say thank you for all of your encouragement and support. Now I would like to introduce our first student-elected speaker, Ms. Kendall Green.
Hello and welcome. My name is Kendall Green, and it is my privilege to be chosen by my peers to speak at tonight's graduation. First, I'd like to welcome our friends, family, and community members to be here with us to help celebrate the class of 2017 and soon-to-be graduates. Without your support, this would not be possible. We may think we know everything, but I have a secret. We don't. I'm going to start off with a quote. Remember where you came from, appreciate where you are, focus on where you're going. Nicholas J. Narako. I'm going to touch on remembering where you came from. After tonight, this might be the last time we see one another. This should not be a sad thing. You can always remember we share the bond of being Comstock's class of 2017. At this time, I'm sure many thoughts are running in your head like they are mine. What is happening, excitement for the future, or who is she again? We tend to look to the future and may forget to look back at how we got here and who helped us along the way. Some of us grew up together, having memories of little versions of us running around without a care in the world. Others had a late start in the district and joined friend groups later. Whether you met your school best friend when you were 5 or 15, someone was there for you. All of these memories helped to shape us into who we are today. Together we cried, laughed until we couldn't breathe, and everything in between. Class of 2017, we stood with the community while everyone is hurting from the shooting last year, but we celebrated some exciting times too. We witnessed our first varsity football win in 5 years, and we went undefeated in Power and Powder Puff. Mr. Bailey had his 500th win with the varsity baseball team this year, and our boys soccer team made history by winning districts and having a 19-3 season. During the college application and financial aid process, the class of 2017 earned a total of $2.5 million in institutional aid from 21 different institutions. The past 13 years of school have been so much more than sitting in the classroom. Our teachers brought out the best to us every day with hands-on material to try and keep us interested. The people who raised us helped to teach us the right from wrong and keep us on the right path. Sometimes this helped, and other times we learned the lesson the hard way because we felt they were too old to understand what we were going through. All of these experiences have helped shape us into who we are today. But remember, do not dwell too long on the past or else you'll never leave it. But always remember to be thankful to those that are in the past and what they did for you, good or bad. Remember to thank those who helped and supported you along the way to get here. As we head off into the world to make the future ours, don't forget the memories you had here at Comstock. They have helped shape you into who you are today. Thank you.
The next student-elected speaker is Mr. Jorance Kiambao.
Before I get started, I actually have a surprise for everyone, so if you could look under your seats. There's nothing there, sorry. I've always wanted to do that in a big crowd. On this day, the class of 2017 prepare to embark on our new chapter in life. Whether you're attending a post-secondary university or heading straight to the workforce, congratulate yourself for accomplishing a great feat. Now we stand as young adults. Each decision we now make has an immense impact on our lives, so our actions must be thought out thoroughly to yield an effective or desired outcome. To appreciate something is to recognize and enjoy the good qualities that brought upon us. To appreciate where we stand is to recognize and enjoy the good qualities that graduating will bring to us. To some of us, it brings new opportunities, a second chance, independence, whatever it may be to you. To appreciate what you have is to also not take it for granted. In the 2017 MASC-MAHS State Conference of Student Leaders, Molly Kennedy, a youth motivational speaker, spoke of masks, the way we carry ourselves, pretending to be fine, pretending to have everything together, putting one mask on for school, one for home, one for friends. Sound familiar? We wear them to disguise our true selves to the world because we fear of looking stupid, sounding incompetent, being rejected, etc. Because at the end of the day, as long as the only person that knows the blood, sweat, and tears that the mask holds is you, then you're fine. But that isn't fine because when you hold in those insecurities and emotions, they eventually surface because your body has reached its capacity. And how can you appreciate where you are in life when you constantly disguise yourself to the world? When you constantly hold in your emotions? You undermine yourself, you reject risk because you fear failure, and you take for granted what you have. We must, as Molly says, flip our 20, also AKA change our paradigm or our way of thinking. Be confident of the risks you take and always have a positive outlook because negativity has a big role in the mask we all choose to wear. I am one of the people Molly speaks of. I wear many masks. Sometimes I don't answer questions in class because I'm afraid of saying the wrong answer and looking stupid. But that's what we're supposed to do in class. We're supposed to make mistakes. We're supposed to mess up during lessons because we should be willing to look stupid because our mistakes help us improve and allow us to fix what we can before it's too late. Speaking of masks, another one I wear a lot is the fact that I'm gay. Whoa, surprise. I am sick of the masks I put on, and I'm disgusted by my fear of rejection. The message I'm trying to convey has nothing to do with my sexuality, but the risk I took sharing something so personal. A risk I wasn't willing to take not too long ago because I feared that someone would reject me. But at the end of the day, there will be people who will reject you and there are people who won't. So why does it matter? I should be willing to be rejected because the only people that I should want in my life are the people that love me for who I am. And the same goes for you all when you take a risk. Of course there's a chance to fail, but for every possibility of failure, there's a possibility of success. We cannot let our fears dictate the decisions we make because, like I said earlier, they now have an immense impact in our lives. Appreciate where you are and don't take anything for granted. Be willing to look stupid. Be willing to take risks. Be willing to fail, because the only thing we have to fear is fear itself. Let us not leave high school with a mindset that allows fear to chain us down. We are capable of anything we set our minds to. We embody auspicious potential. We are limitless, and we are the class of 2017. Thank you all for listening, and thank you to the CHS staff for an amazing 4 years.
And now to present students that have been awarded scholarships is the Director of the College and Career Academy, Mrs. Pam Dudley.
Good evening. This year I am pleased to announce the following Comstock High School 2017 scholarship recipients. Students, please stand when your name is called and remain standing. Audience, please hold your applause until the end. Taylor Bailey, Richmond Scholarship. Angel Bell, Remency Scholarship. Charles Pratt Scholarship. College and Career Academy Scholarship. Lauren Bonds, Deb Dart Scholarship. Megan Dorr, Kalamazoo Valley Community College Trustee Scholarship. Shane Easter, Ernie Stafford Scholarship. Eastern Michigan University Emerald Scholarship. Garrett Green, Edith Leidy Scholarship, the Michigan Tech Presidential Scholarship, Kendall Green, Ramsey Scholarship, Goya Foods Scholarship, Fred Valbo Food Science Scholarship, Purdue President Scholarship, Madison Grillmore, College and Career Academy Scholarship, Lincoln Grove, Olivet Board of Trustees Scholarship, Olivet Global Honor Citizen Scholarship, Michaela Higa, Eastern Michigan University Emerald Scholarship, Mason House, Catering Provost Scholarship, Samantha Huffstatter, Mary Rose Scholarship, Richmond Scholarship, Cameron K. High Achievement Involved Leadership, Michaela Kessler, Excellence in Education, Central Michigan University Academic Prestige Scholarship, and Maroon and Gold Scholarship. Zoe Lindsay, Kalamazoo Valley Community College Trustee Scholarship. Jonathan Maynard, Richmond Scholarship. Vincent McNellis, Williams College Full Tuition and Book Grant. Elk Semi-Finalist Award, Excellence in Education. Parker Munson, Grand Rapids Building Service Perseverance Scholarship. Thomas Newhouse, Robert Cortez Scholarship, Ferris State Gold Award. Amanda Northrop, K. Quansney Memorial Scholarship. Clayton Osborne, Richmond Scholarship, Western University Achievement Award. Trevor Otto, Ferris State Dean Scholarship. Frederick Outing, Excellence in Education. Jorance Kayambao, Comstock Education Association Scholarship. Howard Yules Scholarship. Audrey Ray, Western Michigan University Achievement Award. Coleman Rodriguez, Richmond Scholarship. Education for Employment, Excellence in Education. Jada Sacco, Richmond Scholarship. Ethan Stilson, Kalamazoo Valley Community College Trustee Marriage Scholarship, Richmond Scholarship. Logan Tiller, Richmond Scholarship. Morgan Watson, Red Cross Blood Drive Scholarship. And Taylor Wells, Defiance Trustee Scholarship. Students, you may be seated. Please give these students a big round of applause. At this time, I would like to have the following groups stand and be recognized for their academic achievement during their 4 years of education at Comstock High School. Their names are noted in the program. Students graduating cum laude with a grade point average from 3.5 to 3.699 are honored today with a double bronze cord. Please stand and be recognized. please be seated. Students graduating magna cum laude with a grade point average of 3.70 to 3.899 are honored today with a double silver cord. Please stand and be recognized. Thank you. Please be seated. Students graduating summa cum laude with a grade point average of 3.90 and above are honored today with a double gold cord. Please stand and be recognized. Thank you. Please be seated. Students graduating as the Comstock Senior Scholars are honored today with Comstock High School Medallion. These are our top academic scholars as defined by their grade point average and ATC scores. Please stand and be recognized. Thank you. Please be seated. Students graduating that are members of the National Honor Society are honored today with a gold stole. Please stand and be recognized. Thank you. Please be seated. Now I would like to introduce our superintendent, Mr. Todd Moore.
Good evening, everybody. Hey, graduates, I love your hats. This is a great night, and I want to say congratulations to all the graduates, and I appreciate you all showing up to celebrate their accomplishments. If you could give them all just a round of applause, that would be great. So I'm going to try something a little different tonight than I've done in my previous graduation speeches. I'm going to try an activity, and so I'm going to ask the graduates if they're willing to participate. Okay, thank you. And people in the audience, you're more than welcome to participate also. So here we go. So I'm going to turn a little bit so I can see you all. So, knock, knock. Opportunity. Yes! You guys got it. Opportunity knocked, and you answered. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, that went a lot better than I thought it was going to. So, yeah. So you all and the teachers and principals have prepared these graduates to recognize opportunity and take advantage of that. So I do have another surprise for you. I got you all a gift. And so, yeah. And I wanted to get you something that would help you be successful in your life, both academically, professionally, and just, all around. Something that would stand the test of time, that would be durable, that you could use through your whole life. So, I got you a book. Okay, I know you all would have preferred cash. I understand that, but I think once I explain this book, you'll be more excited. So you'll be able to pick your book up in the media center after the ceremony. And I got each of you a copy of Stephen Covey's The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Oh, don't groan. It's really a good book. So we just proved that you all are ready to jump the next time opportunity knocks. Now you need to be ready to employ those habits that will make you successful in those opportunities. Stephen Covey wrote the book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, in 1989. Since then, it's sold over 25 million copies and has been translated into 40 languages. It's one of the best management business books ever sold. Covey's book really focuses on those habits that highly successful people have, or highly effective people have, that he has seen in his research and his studies. The key here with any habit is understanding where you want to end up. That habit happens to be habit number 2. That's begin with the end in mind. Yes, think about what you really want to achieve and then focus on that. All through school, somebody helped you with your plan to get you here tonight. Your parents, your principals, your teachers, your family, and your friends. Now you're going to have to think about your own plan. What is your end goal? Where do you want to end up? So use habit number 2 strategically. Everyone's heard of Amazon.com, I think. The CEO, Jeff Bezos, who's also the founder, began with a vision for a retail destination on the internet that would be universal and would be widely accepted. He wanted to provide a service and a destination that people thought was highly valuable. Today, his company's worth over $424 billion. Yep, that's billion with a B. His personal net worth is $72 billion. His success is partially due to the fact that he's thought with the end in mind. Where did he want to end up? Additionally, according to Covey, highly effective people focus on others. Highly effective people look for opportunities for others and themselves to have success. That's habit 4, think win-win. Think about Amazon.com again. Jeff Bezos obviously wanted to be successful in his life endeavor. However, he couldn't just go out and run a scam website that didn't deliver quality products or services. He needed to identify what it was that people wanted and how to best meet those needs. In turn, people have burned up the internet, leading a path to his website. Covey isn't saying that that's a win-win. Covey isn't saying that you should look at the world as, I do something for you, you have to do something for me. He's really talking about being empathetic and listening to people and focusing on what their needs are and doing that in a sincere fashion. You have to invest in others to truly be highly effective. Thinking win-win is how you will change the world. I've saved the most important habit for last. Habit number 1, be proactive. Covey has stated that the most important habit of highly effective people is being proactive. The reason is it causes you to act. You have to do something. You have to be active. You have to be a verb. Additionally, it causes you to think about what it is you're going to do. Jeff Bezos started Amazon in 1944. He started in his garage. He got his first funding from his mom and dad. What he did was he researched the internet and found that internet traffic was increasing at 2,300% per year at that time. He decided he wanted to sell stuff on the internet, so he made a list of the top 10 things he thought he could sell. He settled on books because they were cheap and it was an easy thing to sell. Today, he's built a business that is it's worth hundreds of billions of dollars. But it all started with him taking action. I want to give you a simple example of how to apply the habits in a personal life. So a couple of weeks ago, we had Mother's Day. And I knew if I was going to be highly effective and to have a successful Mother's Day, I need to employ some of the habits. I started with habit number 2, begin with the end in mind. My goal was to have a Mother's Day where my wife and my kid's mother was celebrated and loved. I have 3 grown children who lead busy lives and sometimes are not highly effective when it comes to Mother's Day. I knew I needed to engage some of Covey's other habits if Mother's Day was going to be a success. So I immediately went to habit number 1, be proactive. So I texted all of my children and reminded them of Mother's Day and that they did in fact have a mother who should be celebrated on that day. I also purchased a card and gifts from them to give to their mother so that they would not forget. I know, well, yeah. Being proactive means being really proactive. So then I thought about the win-win. I also reminded them their mom does a lot of tremendous things for them without ever being asked and without them having to remind them, and that they really should think about her feelings. So because I utilized a few of the habits of highly effective people, I think I was able to have a great Mother's Day for my wife and my kid's mother. She felt loved and celebrated. My kids felt good because they didn't miss their Mother's Day and they knew that they had achieved their goal. So these are only 3 of Covey's habits. You'll discover the other 4 habits in your new book. If you use them on a daily basis, you'll be a juggernaut of success. So congratulations, graduates. You've earned your diploma. Be Colt proud, and best wishes and thank you.
The final student speaker of the evening is National Honor Society President, Ms. Samantha Hofstadter.
everyone. Like Mrs. Stewart said, my name is Samantha Hofstetter, and I have had the pleasure of being the president of the National Honor Society this past school year, allowing me the opportunity to speak at tonight's commencement. Everything that I have accomplished this year would not have been made possible without the support and encouragement of my teachers, family, and peers, so I'd like to begin by saying thank you. It's such a simple term that holds such an incredible amount of meaning tonight. Thank you for never failing to offer words of advice, anecdotes, or simply your presence. Please know that it did not go unnoticed nor unappreciated. It is you that has made my place and my classmates' place here a possibility tonight. It's been a long road, and I think that we can all agree on that. These years have been spent wondering if we are ever going to reach this very moment. But here we are, sitting in the chairs as classes before us have, only moments away from receiving our diplomas. For some, it has been a simple feat, flying through school with ease. Others, it has been years of hard work and strive. To all, I commend you. Whether it be the long nights of studying, countless hours spent at practice, or finishing homework the morning, or if you're like me, the hour it was due, please know that it was all worth it. We have reached a turning point in our lives, the end goal for the past 13 years. As we bring our time here to a close, I would like to remind you all of something. Life does not stop here. Quite the contrary, actually. Tonight, tomorrow, this summer, and next fall, when we step into our first classes on a brand new campus, it's only the beginning for us. If there's one thing I leave you with here tonight, it is this. Not one of us have peaked in high school, nor were these the best 4 years of our lives. Instead, they were merely the first stepping stones to who we will eventually become, modeled after the people we have grown to know and the experiences we have had. There is such an incredible amount of life to be experienced, so many more memories to be made. This is the time for reinvention, to turn over a new leaf. Over the past years, our families and educators have instilled in us values that will resonate for years to come. How to be a leader, a friend, but most importantly, yourself. There's a quote from the book, Into the Wild, that has stuck with me for much of this year, and I believe it to fit my objective well. The very basic core of a man's living spirit is his passion for adventure. The joy of life comes from our encounters with new experiences, and hence there is no greater joy than to have an endlessly changing horizon, for each day to have a new and different sun. To my classmates, take this opportunity we have presented to us at this very moment and evaluate what you want, whether it be your next place of education, your job, or who you spend your time with. Make it your sole objective to become the best version of you possible in the years to come. Kendall said to know your roots, and Joran stressed the importance of being present in the moment. What I would like to add is to use the lessons from both past and present to the best of your abilities. Step away from the familiar, well-trodden path, because although it may be so scary, it is also so incredibly worth it. Never forget where you come from and how to remain true to yourself when going off into the world after today. It's finally our time, so savor these last few moments together, class of 2017. The District of Comstock has given us such a wonderful place to call home and a matching community to call family. But it is now time to go on and find our new horizons and discover our own adventurous spirit within. Thank you and congratulations to the class of 2017.
At this time, I am pleased to verify that each of the students that sit before you have successfully met the Board of Education's requirements for graduation. I'm proud to introduce Mrs. Colleen Gruder and Mr. Jimmy Cotter as the student-elected staff to announce roll call of the class of 2017. Presenting diplomas are Mrs. Shirley Amos, Vice President of the Board of Education, and Board Trustee, Mr. Jeff Van Goy.
Brian Douglas Hazen.
Lauren K. Bonds.
Clayton Xavier Osborne.
Alyssa Deanne McClish.
Thomas Vernon Newhouse.
Haley Nicole Cronkite.
Trevor John Otto.
Nadia Esmeralda Dyer.
Dylan Michael Labrie.
Madison Leland Gremore.
Timothy Michael Thomas.
Jorance James Joven Kiambao.
Logan Michael Tiller.
Kendall Wayne Green.
Shane Michael Easter.
Garrett Wayne Green.
Precious Ann Eccles.
Angel Lee Bell.
Jada Rasami Sacco.
Samantha Marie Hofstadter.
Morgan Elizabeth Watson.
Uske Asami.
Lakin Ray Roll.
Vincent Brian Hayward McNellis.
Haley Elizabeth Hardwick.
Mubarak Muhammad Ali Hassan.
Tiffany Elizabeth Payne.
Mateo Ariel Oleas.
Michaela Ann Kessler.
Kelsey Lynn Wingler.
Megan Marie Dorr.
Zoe Elizabeth Lindsay.
Miranda Lynn Cannon.
Mason Richard House.
Emily Ryan Fletter.
Frederick Davis Outing.
Matea Alicia Salazar.
Marissa Marie Van Dyke.
Alexis Jordan Black.
Taylor Nicole Wells.
Amanda K. Northrup.
Turner Allen Hutchins.
Michaela Aiko Pauline Higa.
Marta Anastasia Yovenko.
James Daniel Pack.
Tahira Abdul Mateen.
Joshua Allen Phillips.
Audrey Faith Ray.
Raekwon Jesus Marlowe.
Joshua Hufford.
Eric J. Hotchkiss.
Desiree Nicole Winsick.
Deandre Allen Brown.
Jordan Cassidy Skaggs.
Jada Lachey Hamilton.
Phoebe Renee Almec.
Alexis Maria Peak.
Brianna Lynn Harold. Linda Christine Claire Chandler.
Johannes Michael Kramer.
Andrew William Brown.
Casey James Nolan.
Daryl Chase Goodman.
Loriana Nicole Sibley.
Alexis Jane Claire Brown.
Taylor Rose Bailey.
Autumn Bailey Nicole Orlando.
Tyler James Mays.
Ryan Camburn.
David Keegan Maxwell Bell.
Bryce Noah Jonathan Cahill.
Tyrese Gardner.
Matthew Allen Mason.
Sean Anthony Carter.
Ethan Michael Stilson.
Paula Meadcott.
Patrick Charles Crouch.
Ariana Shimon Blakely.
Coleman Rodriguez.
Akira Regina Dunning.
Jaslyn Manrie Aldrich.
Jacina Leanne Wall.
Jamil Lorenz Davis.
Angelina Reese.
Cameron William Kay.
Robert David Warden II.
Jonathan Patrick Maynard.
Leah Nicole Petrick.
Parker James Munson.
Chloe Marie Wren.
Jonathan Tyler Branch.
Michael Barrett Allman. Selena Marie Alvarado.
No, you may not.
And now, graduates, please stand.
Oh gosh.
You may now switch your tassel from the right to the left side of your cap. Okay, you may be seated. We're almost there. Class of 2017, I ask that you take a moment and remember your first day of school. For most of you, that was a day filled with mixed emotions, such as feelings of excitement, hesitation, sadness, and possibly confusion, all at the same time. Maybe a little bit like today. It also was a full day of breaking the rules. If you rode a bus to school that day, it was more than likely the first time you got into a vehicle with a stranger. You took a seat and did not put on a seatbelt. As you pulled away from the bus stop, there may have been family members waving, taking pictures, telling you to have fun. Talk about confusing. The previous 5 years or so, you had been told never get in a vehicle with a stranger, always wear your seatbelt, and typically did not have family glad to see you leave them. Little did you know, you were beginning your educational journey that has brought you to today. Over the past 13 years, there have been many lessons learned through that journey. The majority have been content and curriculum lessons, but there have also been significant life lessons. You learned how to be a friend, when to be quiet and listen, and when to share and participate. You learned that school had some of the same expectations as home and some different. For instance, you learned being to class on time is an important success skill. You learned the appropriate noise level in the halls and classroom. When you ate was determined for you for which lunch you had. What you learned and when you learned it was provided through a schedule. And most importantly, and possibly the toughest, is that you can live without being on your phone constantly. I hope that you have learned that school was a place where you grow and develop your mind and also discover your strengths, weaknesses, and passions. I hope it was a place where you learned that people care for you and support you, even though they are not your family members. For some of you, the journey has been smooth and relatively uneventful. For others, it has been more difficult and full of obstacles. Regardless if it was smooth or rocky, you have all accomplished the educational goal of a high school diploma. Now it is time to enter into the next journey, young adulthood. This may be a time for further exploration of who you are and who you want to become. I would like to think that your next steps, that we have prepared you well. Many times you hear people talk of high school as the best time of their life. I hope that is not the case for you. I hope the best is yet to come. I hope you look back at your high school years with a sense of accomplishment and pride, that you remember classmates' laughs, athletic abilities, academic excellence, artistic abilities, talents, and smiles. It is now time for some of you to continue your education through college or technical school. Others will enter the military, and some will go straight to work. Wherever your next journey takes you, I hope you know that Comstock High School is a place that you are welcome all the time. On behalf of all staff, I wish you the best and congratulations. Okay, graduates, please stand. It is now with great pleasure I present to you Comstock Public Schools graduates of the class of 2017. Congratulations and thank you all for being here.
I found your dad. Is that him up there? All the way up there?
Yeah, I think so.
Out here tonight.
Oh no!
Made a party.
Proud of you. So proud of you.